How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk Nonito Donaire versus Inoue Part 2, the rematch. Wow, man, it went down just now. I just got finished watching the replays of the fight. Wow, man, what a big fight with a lot of hype coming into this fight. Um, I believe I picked Inoue by knockout. Um, and that was, if somebody picked Inoue by unanimous decision, I didn't. After watching that first fight, man, you gotta understand that I truly feel like that took a lot out of Nonito Donaire that first fight. He took a lot of punches. Shout out to Ringside Reporter. We had his wife on the show. Right leading up into this fight, me and B was interviewing her, and we pretty much said, "Look, man, B wanted to hold his predictions until after the fight, and I pretty much told them mine at on the show, and I said, look, you know, it was so much punishment that Nonito Donaire took in the first fight that I think that's gonna linger in the second fight, and so I'm thinking that he's gonna get stopped, and that's what happened in the second fight. He in round number two, he got dropped once, I believe, in round number one, and then in round number two, Nonito Donaire pretty much continued the attack in the onslaught and finished Nonito Donaire off and might have retired Nonito Donaire. Nonito Donaire is 39 years of age, and Inoue is 29 years of age. And Inoue doesn't have a lot of damage on him, man. He's pretty much the younger, faster, sharper guy, and he continues his knockout reign, his knockout streak, and I think Inoue the sky's the limit for this guy. This guy showed that he can definitely hang in there with the best of them. Um, by putting away Donaire, that shows a lot about the legacy of Inoue. And him winning that rematch so concisively and so decisively. Excuse me. And I just think that he's a good fighter. I think he's a better fighter than Donaire. I think he can box you. He can fight off the back foot. But I can tell that when you put pressure on Inoue, man, he had to adjust. He had to adjust. I think it was an eye opener for him. I think it was a huge eye opener for him to get backed up like that, and for him to have to under get his bearings back with him, which I never really thought he did in that first fight. He was getting rocked. Inoue was. He had a broken orbital bone, and his wife said a lot. His wife said a lot about that, and I just think that moving forward, I think that Donaire might need to think about retiring after this fight. It was a hell of a fight. It was a hell of a run. Um, But sometimes in boxing, you got to know when to give it up. And I think that Donaire should have gave it up, man. After this fight, man, for sure. Um, you got some of the shots right here of Donaire in Inoue boxing, and then boom, the knockout happened. In round number two, this is the final punch that he did not get up from, um, and he got knocked on his back. You know, it was a devastating punch, and I would love to see what's next from Inoue. Does he fight another 118 pounder, or does he move up? Does he move up to 122? Which there's a lot more names at 122. That's the next weight division higher than Inoue. Inoue right now is at 118. I think he can go up one more weight division, man. And I think that's That's tops 122 for Inoue. But that right there, I think, will make him a national superstar. Um, and yeah, I just think that the 122 pounders, there's a little bit more names at that weight class that he can fight. Obviously, some of the 122 pounders are probably thinking about going up. So, anyway, it's definitely going to be fighting bigger guys. Um, but I think he can hang with the bigger guys. I think he can hang with a lot of the guys that have a lot going on for themselves and can show that they can be in there with Inoue. Inoue is a powerful, powerful puncher, and I think the quicker that a lot of you guys know that, and it's the quicker that that he's coming to fight every time. Yeah, that first Donaire fight was a kind of a hiccup. It really was. It kind of showed that he was vulnerable. We haven't seen that from Inoue before. You know. He said, shout out to Charles D. He said he's going for undisputed against the WBO champion Butler. Okay. Well, we got to see how that goes, man. But right now, Inoue wins by knockout. Okay. He iced Donaire, man, and it was awesome to see it. It was just an awesome fight. Just an awesome fight. Shout out to his Donaire's wife. I really think that his wife played an integral part into this training camp and getting Donaire ready for this fight. And I just hopefully they can retire after this. And he's done enough. Donaire has nothing to hold his head about. He's done enough. I think he's a good champion, and he was a good champion, and I think he has nothing to hold his head about. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please, whatever you do, smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And until next time, you guys, peace.